from the streets, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've been in jail since I was 16. I've been coming up to 10 years now.
Okay.
And I basically grew up in prison, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What was your first night like? And like, what were your thoughts? What was going through your mind that first night?
It was hard, cause honestly, for the first night was hard for me, you know, in terms of like, obviously I spent like 2-3 days in the police station. What I come jail for, was not what I'm in jail for now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So obviously I come jail for violent disorder at first, innit?
Yeah.
I got remanded for violent disorder at first, then I got found not guilty for violent disorder. Then I got while during that I was already had another charge pending for robbery. I got 3.5 years for the robbery. Then a couple months into the robbery, I got charged for murder from 2010. Oh. Then I got 18 years. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So obviously, like the first night was kind of like obviously went from police station for a couple of days. Then I got remanded. So like I can't lie, at first I was heavily on drugs and that, like smoking and things like that. Like I was getting withdrawal symptoms, innit?
Yeah.
So obviously, like, I found it was just hard for me, innit? Cause I was not used to it. It was my first time in prison as well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So everything was just kind of alien to me. So like, I didn't know how to. Like, I was just stressed, man. To be honest with you, man.
Okay. Before I ask my next question, I wanna ask you quickly. Did you come from both your parents in your household or single parent household?
I came from a single parent household, and I see, for me, I feel like that's important to have both parents there. You know what I'm trying to say? It brings benefits, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like for me, like I grew up with my mum, innit, and she had to do everything like by herself, innit? And obviously she can only do so much, innit? Even though like obviously I'm a good kid at home, but my mum don't know what I get up to on the outside. You know what I'm saying? So when I was going through my trials and tribulations, and I finally got come jail for murder. Yeah. Like a part of her was feeling like she had to like is it part of her like that? Is it because of her that I'm in prison? What did she do wrong? You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. But I had to reassure her and like, let her know that like there's nothing that you really and truly like no parents knows what the kids gets up to once they leave the house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like once they leave the house, you don't know what they're up to. You know what I'm saying? They could be doing anything. They could be smoking drugs. They could be doing anything. You don't know it. So I just let her know, like, don't take that blame upon yourself. At the end of the day, I'm a man. I made my own mistakes, and I got to stand accountable for them. Innit? I can't put that on you. Innit? This is my journey, innit? And let me just take you on my shoulders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So having served more than half your sentence, and you've got the rest of it to go. What have you learned, and what would you say to the young people that potentially this is going to get broadcasted towards, or that may listen to it later on? What would you say to them?
See, for me, like that the whole purpose of this whole thing. Cause I heard about this project through one of my friends, one of my best friends, Jules, innit? Yeah. Obviously, me and him spoke about it a few times, and I can't lie, it made me intrigued at first, innit? And I thought like there was some sort of relation for me regarding the project, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So obviously I asked him to put me forward towards Margaret, because I knew that basically this is, I got, me personally, the position I'm in right now, I know will have some valuable contribution to bring to the project, you know what I'm saying? So obviously, like, going forward, I know I personally believe that that this is, like, doing this sort of thing is now part of the purpose of my life and this life right now, to enlighten the generation after me and before me as well, you know what I'm saying? Cause this path that me and a lot of people have chosen, and the outcome people need to know the reality. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like, yeah, like really, I'm just trying to just let them know, man. Really, like, you can't waste time, man. Cause like, as much as like, actually, I was part of something the part that I played in something, yeah, in this whole case that I'm in jail for right now was not fatal, innit? Yeah. But at the same time, I gotta take responsibility for being part of an event that basically resulting in someone losing their life. You know what I'm trying to say? And that means with someone losing their life, another family grieving. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like, that made me humble myself, innit? Cause at the end of the day, like, even though I'm in prison, like my family could come and see me. You know what I'm saying? Like they see me growing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the person that's dead, like the victim, like his family can't see him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like while I'm still here, it's a blessing, innit? You know what I'm saying? And like I got to make sure that I'm using my time valuable, and to make sure that I at least giving back to the community and to others who was around me. You know what I'm saying? And try and just leave that example, innit? That's what I'm trying to do now, innit? Because I know that I'm in a place to do that now. Cause the situation I'm in right now is it's not nice, man. Like I grew up in prison. Like I come jail, I've spent the best of my years in prison, innit? And like there's nothing I could do to really get that back. You can't get back time, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But obviously forward in the future, I can't be accountable for my actions in the past no more. I can't. There's nothing I could change about that. But everything I'm in control of is in the future, and that's what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I want to quickly ask you, is there anything you want to say to parents that are listening, that are looking for insight on how to help their children?
I just thought you just need to let them know the reality, man. Cause see that growing up, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I've done youth offenders and I've been on the youth offending team and like youth club and things like that. People try and like and try and reach out to me and try and speak to me. But for me, I found it hard to relate with someone that ain't been in my position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I feel like me personally, like if parents could like get the kids to really see like reality from people that's actually in it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of people that's actually just trying to do something that actually is beneficial, but it registers more when it's coming from a place that of truth in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I personally feel, and like they just need to just be honest with their kids, man. Cause like it's not nice. Like everyone see what's going on out here in this world, innit? You know what I'm saying? So it's either you love your life or you don't, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Without going into too much detail, I just want you to like be real about prison life. Like don't sugarcoat it. Like, is it really a badge of honor or a badge of folly, which is defined as a lack of good sense, that's foolishness? Like, what would you say about that?
Like prison's a waste of time, man.
Yeah.
You get me? Prison's a waste of time. That's the end of it. You get me? Like, and they like, yeah, you're alive, but you can't. You're not free in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing that's free is your mind, but your body's trapped. You get me? Like, you're not free, bro. Like, trust me. Like, after a while, I've got used to it because I've got no choice. Like, I have to be patient. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, my time will come. I know that for sure. But like, until that time comes, I gotta make sure. Like, it gives me time. Joe just gave me a time just to work on myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it actually, for me, it slowed down everything for me to make me actually look at things from a different angle. Cause before I came Joe, I was everything was just going too fast. So now come Joe, like I mainly see the mistakes in it.
Yeah.
But Joe, man, it's not good, man. Cause it messes your head mentally as well, innit?
Yeah.
Cause Joe's a mental thing. It's not a physical thing, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like you see people in Joe like lose the mind, like when I mean they lose the mind, like these good people lose the mind, like in a click of a second, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not nice, innit? And this things that man's seeing every day, basically. You know what I'm saying? And like see people's health deteriorating, and like you're just like a lot of people are dying in here as well. Like it's like people are dying, literally killing themselves. And like Joe is a survival of the fittest, man. That's how it is. I'm not even gonna lie. Like it's literally survival of the fittest, innit? Like people look for escapism. Some people's drugs, innit? And like mine is just training, like, and just reading books, innit? Cause I know that it's nothing better for man to do. Like I need to prepare myself, man. Cause this is not forever, innit?
Yeah. If you had time again, what would you tell your younger self?
You know what? I'll tell him just take time, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just take time, man. Like, and just try and just don't move too fast, man. When you move too fast, like, just enjoy life, man.
Yeah.
Like, for me, like, I told my little brother this as well. Like when I was in school as well, like the teachers used to tell me in primary school, you're not gonna miss it when you leave school, innit? Like, I never got what they meant by that until I got older. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was quick to want to grow up and turn 18 and all these things and that, but when you turn that age and that, and get a bit older, that's when the big responsibilities come, innit?
Yeah.
And you forget, like, you start to miss your innocent days, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just like, just take time and just enjoy life, man, cause you only live once, really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I want to just ask you, what you doing now? What are your hopes for the future?
Obviously, currently, right now, like, I'm in the process of writing a book, innit?
Okay.
Obviously, I'm in the process of writing a book, and obviously, I'm looking to release, like, in a few years' time, innit? And obviously, it's basically everything that I've been through, and just try and bring my experience to people, innit, to readers and that, just letting them know, man, the reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And actually, naturally, these sort of things and that, I'll try and get involved in some of these sort of projects and that down the line as well. Of course, because I need to make sure that people know the reality of things, innit?
Okay.
But nah, that and just trying to just live, man. Just live, just enjoy life, man. Just try and leave a different legacy, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like right now, I'm just trying to rebrand, innit?
Yeah.
That's what I'm really trying to do. I'm trying to rebrand. Cause actually, I wouldn't say that I failed, but like I need to come at it different, innit? Cause what I was doing was not working clearly, innit? Cause that's why I ended up here. So, like, and I need to come with something better, innit? Not only for me, but for my family as well. Cause actually, when you're doing this sentence, it's not only just you, innit? Your family's doing it with you, your friends are doing it with you.
Yeah.
And like it's not easy, you know what I'm saying? So actually, naturally, I can't disappoint them, but also myself as well, innit?
No, the comeback's gonna be greater than the setback.
No, 100 has to be, man. Cause like, knowing time, like, see life, like, you need to make mistakes, innit, in order to grow, innit? That's how we grow as human beings, innit?
Yeah.
Like, you can't go without making. That's how we learn, innit? You have to make L's. You have to take L's in order to learn. You know what I'm trying to say? Cause if you don't, then you're just gonna keep doing it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But nah, man. I'm remaining optimistic about the future right now. Cause I know that as much as Joe has been like it's took its toll on man to a certain extent. At the same time, it's been in a blessing. You know, I was chatting to Margaret about this the other day. Like, I see Joe, me coming to prison as a blessing and a curse at the same time, innit? Yeah. The blessing is being like, of course, I've come to Joe and I actually got to know myself, innit? Yeah. And what I really like, and like I know what I stand for. You know what I'm saying? And I start to realize my purpose in life, innit? Before I never knew that. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like Joe just gave me a chance to grow as a human being at times, innit? But at the same time, it's a curse because, like I said, I'm in jail because someone lost their life. You know what I'm saying? And I can't forget that. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's me being honest about the whole situation. Like, it's sad, innit? And that's something I've got to live with, innit? That's part of my legacy, if anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nah, I just gotta try and just do good things, man. That's what I'm just trying to do, man. Just try and be positive things, really, man.
Let me ask you something, Jeffrey. Remember, you read me your introduction because you said you only did it last week.
Yeah.
Read it to people. Let them hear a little taste of how your book's going to be when you're finished.
Alright, cool. I ain't writing this book to express that I'm someone of importance. I merely write these words for them to be taken as not about motivation and words of encouragement, and for the need to keep striving to better ourselves every day. And also to let this book be of proof to you and myself that anything can be achieved no matter what circumstances we find ourselves in. The past 10 years of my life has been spent in prison, the place that's temporarily been a home to me since the age of 16. It's also the place that gave me the undeniable patience through my adversities to focus on the changes that I needed to make in order to make a well-needed transition from a lost and troubled adolescence to a man. No human being is perfect on this planet. We've all got our flaws and we've all made our mistakes along the course of our journey in this life. The mistakes there are some mistakes we can make amends for, and there's some we'll never be able to forget, or therefore will be a burden that we have to carry. Our past is also something we can no longer got control over, but just because we've got no control over it, we have to let it govern us for the rest of our lives. We must not let our past mistakes define us as a person, because change is truly possible. But only if one firstly accepts that, because realistically no one could change us. The only person who could bring forth change is ourselves. After all, we are human beings, not leopards, so without a doubt we could change our spots. But I also truly believe that it's extremely important that our past tribulations be served as a reminder to others who walk on these treacherous roads unaware of ignoring the realities which follows us closely in our shadows. Because there's greater consequences to follow on this path that me and so many others have walked, and a lot of people still walking. And sadly, the truth of the narrative of living this gang lifestyle ends the same. It goes three ways: you either get yourself killed, or after going through a few dramatic events, plus the misuse of drugs, your mental health starts to deteriorate to the point where you become a shadow of the person you once was. Or you could easily find yourself in the wing with a murder charge and a life sentence on your back. And as I write this, that's the exact predicament I personally find myself in right now. So everything I'm about to unveil to you in these chapters is the whole truth, the truth, nothing but the truth, with no fabrication whatsoever. in doing so, I hope my attempt to bring you this book brings great benefits to everyone whose hands this book passes through, regardless of if you find yourself in the same confinements that I found myself in today, or you're just a person with ordinary life.
Excellent. I'm sure you've stunned a few people. Any more questions before we...
I'm gonna open the floor for questions, if that's okay with you.
No problem, man.
Okay, does anyone have any questions that they want to ask? If so, can unmute yourself or raise your hand. Or if you don't feel comfortable asking, you can just leave it in the chat and I'll read it out.
Yeah, can I ask a question?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to, first of all, I want to commend you for coming on here. I want to say as a mother that I commend you for taking your responsibility for your actions. And, you know, it's a blessing to hear you giving back, first of all, for your own identity for who you are, but secondly, to a community. And so that's powerful in itself. The second thing is, what is the book called? What's the title of the book?
I'm going to call it Life After Life.
Life After Life.
Yeah.
Excellent. And what the third thing was in your journey, while you were reflecting, did you get any signs to stop or to turn around? Was any signs given to you to say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't do this, or to change your mind? Were there any times like that you reflect and remember that was happening?
Yeah, like there's been times when, like, I can't lie, I've had like near death experiences, innit? Like before I come to prison, innit? And like I just, like, when I was sitting in prison, it just made me wonder, innit? And I'm like, you know what? Like I'm actually lucky. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like, you know what? Like I must be here for a reason. Like, 'cause some of my friends and like they're dead, innit? And some people are just not the same no more. So like I just felt like, you know what? It was not really my time to really leave this life, innit? So like I must be here for a purpose, innit? Like, and I have to take this chance, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like for me, like there's other people. There's not only just me just doing this time as well. There's other people. There's probably thousands like my age that have been in jail from younger and that. But like, you got a chance, innit? You got a chance to actually come out and do something with your life, innit? So like there's people that's got 30 years and they're only 30. I come jail when I was 16 and I got 18. Even though that's harsh, there's still life after that. That's why I had to call it life after life, because there is life after life. You know what I'm saying? But like that's my take on it, really. To be honest.
Great. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
No, thank you, man.
Yeah. Can I ask everyone to put their cameras on, please? Because it's only our guest speaker really that should have his camera off, because he can't have it on. But it'd be nice to see everyone's face and sort of like interact with everyone. I don't know if anyone else has got any questions for our guest speaker.
All right. Angifunile idobhe. Ngithi angifunile idobhe lami nxa ilingenisile hayi.
Anybody else got a question?
Can I jump in, Pastor Margaret?
And then Joan, yeah, go on.
No, you can go.
Okay. No, I also wanted to make, first of all, the same comment that Paula made, that it's really not the mothers, because normally with these cases you hear people saying it's the parents, but I was really comforted and really want to commend you for saying the parents don't know what the children are doing outside, because I mean, it took I only found out years later how young my son was when he started smoking weed and things like that. So it's nice to take ownership of that. And then the question I have is, when you see young people, I have no idea what prison is like, but do you get to see young people who are coming as young as you were when you came in? And do you get the opportunity to advise them there, to say, if you get a chance to go out, go straight, or is there no platform to do that within a prison setting?
Yeah. No, I always do that. Like, you see me, I'm hopeful guy, innit? So when I see people going through, going on the same journey that I'm on right now, I just try and just give them what helps me in it. And like, like I said, like coming Joe, like I gave me a chance to self-educate myself. And that's why I feel like a lot of kids these days and that, like they're missing out on it, like education. So obviously, like it gave me time to educate myself. Like let's say reading and like when you got knowledge, it improves your life, innit? Like mentally and physically. So like that, I just try and show them like just study, man. That's the best thing you can do. Just study, innit? And you could never have enough knowledge. Like there's always room for more, innit? So just keep like once you got that. Like knowledge is power, and you'll be good in it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, man.
If it's okay, I had a question. So you said how you got to prison at a very young age, and as the other lovely ladies were saying, you take responsibility for where you ended up. You know, you don't blame your parents and so on. But do you think there was other influences that that kind of influenced you to end up in prison, or do you think it was just solely your choice? You did certain things. You don't think there was any external factors that contributed to the decisions you made when you were younger?
No, of course. Obviously, like at times, obviously, there's people could say that like there's peer pressure or whatnot. But me personally, I feel like every person is responsible for their own actions, isn't it? Whether it's through peer pressure or whatnot, like people, at the end of the day, you gotta take responsibility because you're the one that done it. You know what I'm saying? Even though people influenced you or whatnot, like you done it. So for me, I had to take that on board and just let it be. Basically, like just accept it, really, man. Cause like there's not much I could really do. You know what I'm saying? To be honest.
Okay, thank you.
John, do you have a question?
Yeah, I just like to agree. I just want to commend this young man for just being a man and taking responsibility for all that he has done. And that is just what a lot of people don't do, inside or outside of prison. So I just want to commend him for he's not wasted his time there. It's not a pleasant place to be, but he's not allowed that prison to imprison his mind. So he's decided to, use the brain that God gave him. The God gave you, and you're actually working because your brain's a muscle. And like you said, the more knowledge you have, you're amassing that knowledge. And I can only see that God is going to use you for good things. Yes, it's not good how you got there or what you got there. However, you've decided not to let that be the end of you, which I just think is just wonderful. I mean, what I would like to ask as well, because you said that you were excluded when you were in year 7. I just wanted to know what in your mind was occurring, why you feel that you were excluded at year 7. Do you think that you needed to have been excluded at year 7, or could it have been avoided?
It could have been avoided. It could have definitely been avoided. I think for me, I grew up even though I was born in this country, I spent a few years in Ghana. I'm originally from both my parents from Ghana, so I went to school abroad, innit? So when I went to school abroad, like the treatment over there was totally different. Like you used to get whipped and things like that. So when I came back to England, I felt free, innit? I felt like, hold on, they don't punish me like they do over there. So I felt like it was easier to rebel, innit? If anything, you know what I'm trying to say? And like I just felt like I just felt free, man. And like I just took it for granted, to be honest. That's the point of the end of it, really. I took everything for granted, man. See, back to what that woman was saying before about your friends and whatnot. Actually, at times, it's true what they're saying. Like, actually, bad company corrupts man, innit? It's truth, innit? Like, but you just gotta know who your friends are. Like, if you're around good people and you're around people that are positive all the time, innit? It's an energy thing. It affects you, innit? So naturally, you want to do good as well. If you're around smart people, naturally you want to be smart as well. Cause you can't chat to them if you can't have intellectual conversation with them if you're not on their same level as them. So naturally, it makes you want to improve, innit? So if you're around people that want to do negative things all the time, naturally, like, you want to do negative things all the time as well, isn't it? Like that's how I see it, man. You just need to be around people that you know that it's beneficial to your life and beneficial to your growth, innit?
Yeah. And unfortunately, you didn't feel that you had that at that young age.
I didn't really have that because, like, honestly, my mum, she done a lot and she had to work 2 jobs, and she, like I said, she didn't really know what I was getting up to, and like when she's gone work, I'm at home really because I can't go to school. I've been kicked out, and I'll just be bored, and I wouldn't know what to do, so I'll just go like roaming around the streets and things like that, innit? But like people did try like to intervene and try and help me and try and give me some guidance and that, but by then I thought it was too late. I felt like before, like by then, like the streets has already got hold of me, innit? And I was enticed already from by the streets already. So I just thought like it was hard to pull away, innit? But I was new, like.
Okay. Can I just ask you?
Oh.
You go. Sorry, finish. Yeah. I just wanted to ask because you said that you were enticed by the streets. I want to know, what is it that enticed you? What is it, or who was it, or who were they that you felt were enticing you, and for what reason?
Right. I think that what comes with sugarcoating it, like there's that glamour, if I should saying it, from that comes with the gang lifestyle, innit? But after a while, that's just one side of it. That's just one side of it. Obviously, like the girls, the money, and things like that. Then the other side of it, where people don't really see sometimes, is obviously like the tragic things that go on in that. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the drugs and that kind of just contributed to what I was really, like the choices that I was making. To be honest with you, you know. Yeah, and it got to a point. To be honest with you, I got to a point where in my life where I felt like I was just too far gone to pull back, innit? I was just too far gone to pull back, and I just thought, you know what, there's nothing I could do but just go forward, innit? And just keep getting myself into.
But then did you feel hopeless at that time? Did you feel hopeless?
Yeah, I felt like I had nothing. Like some of my friends, like the footballers, and like they wanted to do football. Like me personally, like my journey, I felt like I had nothing, and I just felt like I was getting linked all the time. Obviously, I've been on tag twice, like since like I was like the first time I went on tag was probably like 14, 13. So like I don't know, man. I was lost, man. I was truly lost, man. I can't even lie. Like, it just hurts me to admit that, but obviously now I'm alright with it. Cause I know that I've become a better person, innit? But like, I was lost, man. I was truly lost still.
Well, I just want to commend you. I think it's just wonderful, and I would look forward to meeting you when you come.
Sorry for being a bit nervous right now. You know, it's the first time I've really done this sort of thing, so I'm just trying to get used to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's very polished. I look forward to meeting you.
Joel,
thank you, man.
Joel, I want to thank you for the questions and for your contribution. I want to ask, is there anyone else that has any questions they want to ask? Just anyone?
I just want to say thank you to our guest for taking the time to come and share his life story with us.
Connection. Yeah.
Said you come from Newham?
Yeah.
Hello, are you still there?
Mother, it's the connection or not?
Oh. Well, is it me?
Yes, the connection. It's the connection.
Do I need to move?
Oh, we can hear you now.
We can hear you now,
yeah, because I was saying, you mentioned that you live, you're from Newham.
Yeah.
I work in Newham myself, pupil referral unit. I'm sure you know Tanmash.
Yeah, I know Tanmash.
Yeah, I've been working there for nearly 20 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, and why I'm saying I'm
I went to Thomas a few times.
Which years?
I went there like probably 2009, 2009, like 08. Cause actually I used to go to New Canteen, then I went to the one, the Peru behind Upton Park Market.
Oh yeah,
The one.
Yeah, I think it's closed now.
That woman Debbie.
Oh, but did you actually come? Did you come to Tanmash?
Yeah, I've done like 2-3 days there before. I remember sometimes they used to move us around there.
Oh, just 2-3 days.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe you'll understand what I'm saying. I've worked there for a very long time, and we have lost so many young people. You know some of them.
Yeah.
And yeah. I'm so happy to hear your voice and that you, I know it will sound strange, but you got the chance to go to him, although it's restrictive in a way. Is it the connection again, Carlton?
Turn the data on. Turn the data on.
It is on. It is on.
You can hear you. Can hear you.
Maybe turn off the camera.
Camera, okay.
Yeah, it might reduce the.
Yeah, just try do the audio. Just try do the audio.
Okay. Okay. Is that better?
Because a lot of young people have not lived long enough have not managed to escape street life alive. They've ended up 6 feet under.
Yeah.
So God has given you another chance.
Yes.
I was reading an article the other day that said when bad things happen to us, they are not happening, we shouldn't say they are happening to us, but they are happening for us.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, so you being sent to prison, it was for a reason, and you've mentioned it yourself. It was for a reason, to save your life.
No, that's what I truly believe.
Yeah. And I can't wait for you to come out, hopefully.
Yeah.
You will all still be alive so we can, meet, and I can't wait to read your book.
Yeah.
Nah, man, hopefully you just show like, shoot, like, you know what, it just like, actually, being in jail and that, actually see what's going on in the borough and actually that I grew up in as well, like, it's been sad, innit? I'm not gonna lie, because I see a lot of kids and I just dying at a young age, man, they ain't even got to live. And that's, like, when me coming to jail, that's what I realized, like, I ain't really got to live, like, you know, some people haven't, like, there's some places in East London that I didn't even know existed. Like, that's how bad it was, like, there's a big world out there, and like people are just losing their lives, and like when it gets to a certain age, none of that will matter. When you got kids, like when you got your own family, like after a while, things, your value system changes, isn't it? You know, you need to start caring about the things, like, and that's valuable to you, cause like after years, man, like everyone changes, man, and like, everyone goes their own way. Everyone has kids, and they stop sharing the same things that everything that you had in common with them before. It's not the same no more, cause they changed. They're not living for you themselves no more. They're living for their family and that. So they're not caring about you. So it just hurts me to see what's going on out there. And actually, that's why right now I feel honored to be even allowed to be in, like, to actually contribute to this project and that. Cause I should add in, and actually whatever I could bring to the table, like someone, not even living one kid and that, then that'll feel like, for me, that's job well done, innit? But the journey ain't over yet, man. Hopefully, like, everyone see sense and you start doing better with themselves. Like, once you're dead, innit? There's no coming back, innit? You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you so much.
Nah, man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you for like giving me the time to even get my story across as well, man. Looking it, that's where it is, isn't it? Like, you'll see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, Jeffrey, what effect has all of this had on your mother?
Like, that's what affected affected me, innit? Like the most, cause like my mum, it's hard for her, man, cause like I'm a mummy's boy. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even ashamed to admit that. Like I'm a mummy's boy, and like me coming prison, like my mum is a bit. She's from Ghana and things like that. So at times she finds it hard to understand, innit? So like she's always asking me when I'm coming home, and like it's hard for her to. She don't understand, innit? And I could just tell her. I could see the effect that it's having on her as well, innit? And it's been hard for her. And you're losing your son to prison, and like you can't even. Half of the family members don't even know I'm in prison. Like they think I'm in college or uni. Like she feels ashamed, innit? Like and understanding it. Like you know what I'm saying, and like that hurt me, like to even put my own family through that. That's why for me, like I'm doing this for myself, but I'm doing this for them as well, cause like I know they believe them, man, but I let myself and them down as well, innit? And I'm beast. I'm just trying to make up for the suffering that I brought to my family, and especially my mum and that. Really, innit? Cause she's the only one that's been there for me out everything. I'm not gonna lie. Like your friends and that, friends come and go. Friends do come and go. Like, but your family, you can't change your family. Like family's forever. It's unconditional. Like it's unconditional love. Like no matter what you could do, like they're always gonna be there, innit? And this situation, like this journey that I've been on, the only people that are still standing here with me, a few of my friends are standing, but my family has been here, innit? Like and that's one thing that I'm not trying to take for granted.